Hey, what's going on, guys? Your boy is back from being out of town, and we got some interesting updates to cover. Many of you may be aware of the fact that Logan Paul is currently in litigation with Coffeezilla. He is suing him for defamation because Coffeezilla exposed the fact, well, we all know what Coffeezilla exposed. I won't even go there. Logan Paul is not a good person. That's the bottom line. And he harmed a lot of people with his CryptoZoo scam. That is what happened. And so I wanted to bring up a very important update regarding Coffeezilla's lawsuit, because if you remember, way back when, maybe like a few months ago, Legal Eagle posted this video right here. He basically made a video talking about how Logan Paul sued Coffeezilla and it's crap, which is the title of his video. And he also said featuring Coffeezilla's lawyers. And in this video, he featured Coffeezilla's lawyers. However, I am here to report to you guys that the people mentioned in this video, in Legal Eagle's video, literally the guy doing the interview who was known for being the lead lawyer in the Alex Jones defamation case, where Alex Jones, has to pay like $1 billion judgment. Yeah, that guy is no longer representing Coffeezilla. Coffeezilla actually switched lawyers and now has new lawyers. We'll pull up that paperwork in a minute, but I just want to show you guys who the original lawyers were for Coffeezilla, and we'll get to the rest. Here we go.
It would be a real shame to let someone like Logan Paul silence Coffeezilla. And in fact, I did a little digging and found that Coffeezilla is actually represented by some very good attorneys. In fact, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you might actually have heard of them, because Coffeezilla has retained Mark Bankston and Bill Ogden over at Farrer and Ball. They have been spearheading much of the defamation litigation against Alex Jones and are responsible for the approximately $50 million verdict for the Texas plaintiffs against Jones. And Bankston in particular is responsible for what might be the cross-examination of the decade, when he created the Perry Mason moment, when he crossed Alex Jones on the stand and caught him in a lie after Jones's attorney accidentally sent Bankston the contents of Jones's phone. I reached out to Coffeezilla's lawyers and got Mark Bankston on the phone. Mark, thanks for being here. You are actually representing Coffeezilla, is that correct?
No, that's correct. My partner Bill Ogden and I have agreed to represent Coffeezilla in this very exciting suit.
Not anymore. They do not represent Coffeezilla anymore. Let's go ahead and pull up that court document. I'm just gonna zoom in so everybody can see. Okay, so it says here, Logan Paul plaintiff versus Stephen, Coffee Break Productions LLC. Defendants Stephen and Coffee Break Productions collectively files this unopposed motion to substitute counsel, and in support will respectfully show defendants fully request that Mr. Kyle Farrer, William Ogden, and Mark Bankston of Farrer and Ball LLP be permitted to withdraw as attorneys for defendants, and that Jason M. Davis, Caroline Newman Small, and Rachel Garza of Davis and Santos be permitted to substitute in as attorneys for Stephen and Coffee Break Productions. See local rule, blah, 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 blah. Then it says here, Mr. Davis and Mrs. Small and Ms. Garza are in good standing and licensed to practice in Texas and admitted to practice in the United States District Court for the Western District of Texas. Mr. Davis will be designated as attorney in charge. Defendants further request that all documents and correspondence in the matter be forwarded to Mr. Davis, Mrs. Small, and Ms. Garza at the following address. And then the one interesting thing that I found interesting when I read this is you can see a very distinct difference between the two law firms. I don't know if it matters. I have no idea why Coffeezilla switched attorneys. I'm just providing you guys the update. But what I do see here is that the new law firm that Coffeezilla hired, Davis and Santos, is based in San Antonio, Texas. Now, if you scroll back up and you actually look at the lawsuit is taking place in the Western District, Texas, the San Antonio division. So the lawsuit is taking place in San Antonio. If you actually look at the original law firm, Farrer and Ball, with Mark Bankston, the guy who represented Alex Jones, they are actually not based in San Antonio. They are based in Houston. Again, I have no idea if this has anything to do with anything. I'm just giving a little bit of context here. So you have that, and then let's read the other court document right here. So that was the first one where they asked to do it. This is the one where I guess the judge actually said, okay, you're good to go. So it says here, before the court is defendants, Stephen and Coffee Break Productions, unopposed motion to substitute counsel. Based on the motion, the entire record in this case, if we're good, blah, 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 blah. It is therefore ordered that defendants, Coffee Break Productions LLC, unopposed motion, blah, blah. It is further ordered that Mr. Jason M. Davis, Mrs. Caroline Newman Small, and Miss Rachel Garza of Davis and Santos are substituted as attorneys of record for defendants Stephen and Coffee Break Productions. It is further ordered that Mr. Davis is the attorney in charge. It is further ordered that Kyle Farrer, William Ogden, which Legal Eagle mentioned in this video, his name is Bill Ogden, and Mark Bankston, who is literally the guy that is right here in the video. This right here is Mark Bankston. It is further ordered that they are to withdraw. Oh, I'm sorry, that they are withdrawn as attorneys for defendants Stephen and Coffee Break Productions. It is further ordered that all further docket items and correspondence directed to blah, 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 blah. And yeah, so that's what happened. It would be very interesting. I mean, I'm sure Coffeezilla probably won't do it because I guess that's his business, but I would be very interested to know why he switched attorneys. And the only reason why is because when Legal Eagle first brought this guy on his channel, Legal Eagle basically talked about the fact that Mark Bankston is really good. This is a very prestigious law firm. These guys know what they're doing, you know, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I don't know. Coffeezilla just basically said, not really feeling you guys. Think I'm gonna switch and get somebody else. So I don't know what's up with that. Some of you guys might be thinking, well, maybe they were too expensive, which a lot of these litigation lawyers, these lawyers in these civil suits can be very, 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 very unbelievably extremely costly. And originally I thought, okay, maybe he's switching because these guys are just ridiculously expensive. I could see that. But then again, I don't know, because I looked at this Davis and Santos law firm and I found this article right here. So they were part of a litigation. They were part of a, you know, like a civil suit basically, where they were able to get $16 million awarded. And out of that $16 million, they were paid $900,000 in attorney's fees. So when I look at stuff like that, I'm like, okay, they did do a good job. They got $16 million awarded. That's great. But man, $900,000 in attorney's fees just sounds like a lot, doesn't it? Like, man, these lawyers are making a killing. They're making so much money. So yeah, anyway, I don't want this video to be too long. I can see right here on the timer we are approaching 8 minutes. This video will not be 8 minutes because there's nothing else to talk about. The bottom line is Coffeezilla switched lawyers. I have no idea why, but I want to let you guys know that. So there's going to be a lot of people who are probably going to be out here thinking like, oh my God, yeah, Coffeezilla has the Alex Jones, defamation lawyers representing him. Not anymore. This guy, Mark Bankston, none of the lawyers who are part of the Alex Jones defamation suit are no longer supporting Coffeezilla. Coffeezilla has completely new lawyers. I did a little bit of digging into them. They seem to be very good at what they do, but they do not seem to be cheap. That is for sure. So anyway, just wanted to go ahead and get that out the way. That's today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feels good to be back, and I will see you guys in the next one.